So my family is like very traditional. They're Muslim and they're South Asian. They grew up in Pakistan and came here in 1980, and they never talked to us about sex because they only spoke to us about marriage and said that you will, like, when you reach a certain age, you'll get married and then you'll have kids. And so sex was never really spoken about. It was more like, they were more concerned about like the type of relationship that I would have, or yeah, I mean there's a real like disconnect between like reality and like what my parents taught me and what my parents like taught my siblings and my brother. You know, like I remember once I was trying to explain to my little brother like what a period is, and my aunt, my mom's sister, got really upset, and she said that that's just because you're American that you're talking to him about that. I'm like, no, I think he should know about it. I think he should know that this is what like many people experience, and it does directly impact him, you know, because he lives with like 4 women.
I certainly like see taboos, and like we were talking recently about that, like how like people generalize like, oh, you gays, you know, you have a great sense of humor, or you gays, you know.
Are you gay?
Yes, I am. But yeah, there are taboos and stuff, but I also feel lucky to live where I live, and like I don't see myself different. But where I come from, there's a really little town and a very close society where, yeah, being gay is such a huge like difference, and it's not easy, especially when you are a teenager or something, and that's why also a reason why I moved. Not only that, but also but I think in a place like New York or London or Madrid or any big cities can offer you like another perspective or another reality that it's like, oh, I can fit here, while maybe in a little town I can't as easy as I can.
So basically we do whatever we want to do. We do whatever we want to do, but we're lucky. We acknowledge the fact that we're completely lucky to be able to do that. It's not a privilege, or it's not easy for everyone else. We do recognize that we're extremely lucky to live the kind of lives that we do, because we do what we want. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
We're Mike and Gail Tucker, and we're mad about marriage.
You know, we do marriage seminars frequently.
Yeah.
And just about every week someone comes up to us and says, you know, I love all the principles that you present. I love the things, the tips on marriage, but, you know, it's really not going to work for us because my spouse just doesn't care to make any changes.
And the truth is that all the marriage advice in the world and all the marriage tips in the world will not help you unless there is an assumption of goodwill by both parties towards the marriage and towards each other.
An assumption of goodwill says, I will never intentionally hurt you.
Right.
It says, I want the best for our marriage. I'm willing to make changes to accommodate you.
That's right. It says, I'm committed to you, I'm committed to this relationship, and I don't want to do anything that's going to hurt the relationship. We're going to make this work. That has to be the basic assumption in order to make any marriage tip work.
So the best thing you can do for your marriage is have goodwill toward it to begin with.